And we are live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another live Q&A here on this Wednesday evening. As I always say, this has kind of become a staple of my channel. I've been doing these for like 3 years roughly, trying to do a live Q&A just about every Wednesday night. It's had its ups and downs, but we are here now. I don't even know how many weeks in a row it's been, but we got a streak going. Let's just say that much. If you guys are in here right now live or on the replay, hit that like button. It helps out more than you know. Anything goes a very long way. Super Chat's the way to go to guarantee I get to your question, your comment, your concern. Again, any support means the world. And drop your questions in the chat. We'll hang out for a bit, 45 minutes to an hour. You guys know the drill. Keep the questions coming. Make them original. Make them fresh. Make them fun. And the stream will keep on keeping on. So with that being said, I'll just go ahead and dive right into the chat. I see we got 22 people in here. What's good, everybody? Welcome, welcome. Sorry for the delay. I originally had this scheduled for 7. It's now 7:15. I see we have a water break. Let's start the stream with a water break. I'm not opposed to that. So refreshing. Iron Bro says, did you hear the news about Daredevil? It only confirmed all my worries about it. Yeah, I did. So there was an article that dropped today, not only really addressing Daredevil, but the current state of like MCU television in general and how it's just super wrong, and the way they're going about it is flawed. And there were internal criticisms, and I read all about it today. I probably have a video about it tomorrow on TikTok or something, but it was interesting that they decided to just pull the plug on it pretty much. And at least from a creative standpoint with the writers and directors, they have scratched that, and they're going to revive the show essentially. Like, we're still getting it. It's just with new creative talent involved behind the camera and, above the line. So I think that's good. That's probably a smart call. I heard the reports said that Daredevil wasn't going to show up fully suited up until Ep 4, which is mad. That's insane, actually. It was more of a procedural, it's a hard word to say, procedural crime drama in a way, more so than a actual Daredevil show is what they were saying. So more power to them. I'm glad they wised up, and they didn't get too far gone. Like, they didn't go too far into production. They were like, man, we can't back out now. It was like they barely even filmed half the episodes, I want to say. So we're going to be all right. We're going to be all right with Daredevil. I think they need to delay it, push it, prolong it as much as needed, in order to ensure that we get the best quality project. Because Daredevil, the show, I Die on This Hill, it's one of the best Marvel series ever put to the small screen. And we need that care, that quality, that level of realism and just badassery. We need that. So, yeah, and we'll see what's up. We'll see what's up. Jake, what's good? I'll be sure to check out the teaser, my friend. Let's see. What's up, JT? Charlie says, Saw X. Dun-dun-dun. Ryan, what's good? Hope you're doing well, Ryan. Hope the Full House binge was treating you well. I saw you were binge watching that show. And yeah, this is true. Hit the like button if you guys are in. It helps out more than you know. Hit it. Do it. All right. I've never seen Tommy Boy, and I'm kind of like ashamed to admit that, but I've never seen it. I think I've seen part of it with a buddy or two once, but I've never actually sat down and watched it. I've never really seen any Chris Farley comedy except for some like clips of his SNL skits. So if you guys think that's like worth my time or worth watching, let me know and I will I'll check it out, but I actually haven't. So yeah, I know. Crazy to say. I'm going to post on my YouTube community tab that we're live real quick as well, because I forget. I used to do that all the time. Let me copy link community. I'm going to say live now. Come hang out and ask me some questions. Then drop the link and we'll keep this thing going. All right. My thoughts on Wonka, Charlie asks. I'm excited for this movie. I like the musical films that we get nowadays. I mean, I'm a musical film fan, and I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not. I'm also a Timothée Chalamet fan, so I think this is going to be right up my alley. Looks whimsical, looks fun, quirky, weird, but it has this like fantastical element to it. I don't know how to describe it. It's just like a Harry Potter movie. That charm that just makes you feel nostalgic inside, warm and fuzzy. That's what I got from the trailer, so I'm ready for that, honestly. Shout out Jacob Starcourt Food Court. He's right. Everyone hit that like button. We got 34 people in here. Let's get to 34 likes. And if you're here on the replay as well, smash that like button, as the YouTubers say, I guess. Have I watched The Big Short? I've actually never seen The Big Short, surprisingly. Yeah, I know. I've seen parts of it, clips online, but I've never watched the full movie. I do like Don't Look Up. That's the same director. It's Adam McKay, who we know from, Talladega Nights, the other guys, comedies of Step Brothers. But I've never seen that, and I wasn't crazy about Vice. But I've heard The Big Short is one of his better films, so we'll have to see what's up with it. We got our first super chat from Country Boys. Any update on the actor strike coming to a close? They're still in negotiations right now. Apparently, they're continuing, which I believe is promising, and I firmly believe they're going to try and get this thing done by the end of October. That could be wishful thinking, but that with the fall movie slate coming up, it has to be of the essence for the studios if they want to capitalize off it. And then, of course, and I know that's selfish reasons for them and everything, but I think that we're closing in. I think so. I can't speak to it. Like, obviously, I'm not there negotiating, but I mean, the fact that they're continuing to meet after not really meeting for a prolonged period of time is promising, in my opinion. I don't know what the last update is. I think they were meeting today, possibly. I think they were going to meet today, so I don't know if that's still ongoing or not, if that happened or not. But I think everyone involved realizes that it's very, very important. It's of utmost necessity, almost, to get this resolved. And so I think there's a light at the end of the tunnel still. I firmly believe that, but we'll have to wait and see. Thank you for the super chat, country boys. And again, that's the way to go to guarantee. That's the way to go to guarantee I get right to your question, comment, concern. It pops up, boom, I can click on it, and it's a huge way to help support me. Anything goes a very long way. We got to keep watch burn. Ooh. Return of the Jedi Last Crusade Endgame. Damn. I mean, this is tough. Look, Endgame is a perfect ending, and I answer these. Look, I know I get a ton of keep watch burns in these live Q&As. What I answer today might not be what I answer tomorrow. It's kind of just what I'm feeling when I'm on the air, on the live. So right now, of those three, frankly, I think I burn Endgame, and that's insane to say, I know, but I got Infinity War, and I've said that could be the end of the MCU. Is it the most satisfying? No, but I think it's a better movie. I would keep... Man. Right now, again, this is how I feel right now. I think I watch Return of the Jedi, and I keep Last Crusade. That movie's been on my mind a lot lately, though, so it just depends on the day. It depends on the mood again, but movie's been on my mind a lot lately, and I gotta say, I love The Last Crusade. The opening, I put out a video today. You guys should go show some love to if you haven't. Top 10 favorite opening scenes in movies. That opening is up there. The little confined origin story of Indy with River Phoenix, rest in peace. I mean, you gotta love it. I go Crusade. Junior! Stuck in traffic in Dallas. Brutal. Traffic is not fun. Not for me. I am impatient in traffic. It's the worst, actually. Do I like traveling? I do enjoy traveling. Do I do a lot of it? I don't, but I wish I did more. It's a lot of fun when I do travel. I'm a theme park guy. Big theme park guy. So I usually frequent the Universals of the world, Disney's if I can get a chance, try and go down there like once a year. And it's like my big fun trip is going to Orlando to go to the theme parks. I've been to Disneyland in California, but I've only been twice in my life. One when I was 13, one when I was in 2021 now. It was 2 years ago. Wow. But no, I love theme parks. That's traveling the world. I've never actually left the United States, surprisingly. I've never left the country, but one day I will. Would I want a reboot of Jurassic Park? Not for a long time. I think they need to let it be. Let it rest. Especially after how bad Dominion was. I'm good. And I don't think they could ever recapture the glory of that first Jurassic film. So no point in even trying to capture it or touch it with a 39.5-foot pole, in my opinion. Hopefully you guys understood that reference. All right. Am I more anticipated for Napoleon or Killers of the Flower Moon? Killers of the Flower Moon, pretty comfortably, I would say. It's Scorsese. Scorsese is an event-type filmmaker where he doesn't make a movie every year. He doesn't make 2 a year. We have a lot of Ridley Scott films still. We haven't had a Scorsese film since The Irishman. And this is Leo. People forget, this is not just about Scorsese. This is Leo. I think he's the premier actor of our time. He's also very picky and choosy with what he stars in. We haven't seen him since Don't Look Up. This is going to be a big deal. A big deal. So Killers of the Flower Moon, I'm seeing it Monday. Way more excited. I forget Napoleon's even coming out. I'm sure it'll be good, but I'm legitimately forgetting that movie's coming out. Whereas with Killers of the Flower Moon, I've been hyped about that one pretty much all year, I'd say. Have I seen the movie Goosebumps? I have not. I haven't. And, I did hear there's a show coming to Hulu. And I think it had pretty decent reviews early on, but you kind of have to take those all with a grain of salt anyway. But here's what I've heard. The Goosebumps movie, is that the one with Jack Black? And did they do a sequel? That's the question I also have. Haven't seen it. Read a Goosebump book or two from my school library in elementary school. It creeped me out pretty good. But yeah. Am I going to play Marvel Spider-Man 2? I will, but I talked about this recently. I'm in no rush to play it. I actually won't be able to play it the day it drops. I'll be out of town visiting family that weekend that it comes out, so I won't be playing it then. Then you fast forward, and I'll be at the Teen Wolf Con I'm going to, Beacon Hills High School reunion, which all you guys should go check it out, to be honest. And then what else? Let's see. I also, the following weekend, when we get into November, college football is big on Saturday. So when will I play it? It's a matter of time. I don't know exactly when, but the time is coming. Let me tell you that much. All right, let's see. What show is completely binge-worthy in your opinion? So completely, meaning entirely from ep 1 to the last ep. I'm going to say, what show is completely binge-worthy in your opinion? Completely binge-worthy. There's one answer. You guys know what it is, and I don't even... It's Stranger Things. Stranger Things. And look, my beef with season 2 at times, jokingly aside, it's still so easy to sit down and binge the show in one sitting. You know what I mean? So I would totally say Stranger Things, comfortably, mind you. Now, if I'm going the sitcom route, that's where it gets interesting. Because, it's hard to tell if with shows like The Office, with shows like That 70s Show, like if we're really taking the completely word into effect here, at a certain point, they do lose their steam a bit. So what's a perfect sitcom? I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. I would have to go. You've got, what is the most binge-worthy sitcom now that I think about it? I don't know. I don't know if I have an answer. Seinfeld? It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, maybe? One of those two, probably. But great question. Great question. We have a super chat from who? The podcast. The Unusual Couple podcast, which you guys should go check out right now. I will drop the link in chat. You can also click right here and go subscribe. We had a new episode drop today. Let me actually go to the tube right now and put the link in here just to make it even more easy for you guys to access. Let me do this real quick. But yeah, the Unusual Couple podcast, new ep dropped today. A lot of fun. And by the way, this is a huge thing. I know you guys always ask, do spoiler reviews. Well, every week on the Unusual Couple podcast, we are reviewing Loki Season 2 spoiler reviews of the episodes. So if you guys want to hear my spoilery thoughts and cams on the Loki Season 2 Episode 1 premiere, go check out the new episode. You can literally just go to that chapter and watch it. It's about 20 minutes. It's a good discussion. We talk about Ke Kwan's role. We get into the ins and outs of the plot. Let's just say that much. So if you want to hear my spoiler-filled thoughts on Loki Season 2, Episode 1, and if you want Loki spoiler reviews every single week, I will not be doing them on Filmstock. You will have to go to the Unusual Couple podcast and check it out over there. I feel like I should put that in the bottom in bright red neon, because you guys always ask, Loki, or, whatever show, do a weekly spoiler review. It's on the podcast. It's over there right now. So go check it out. Just dropped the link in the chat. All right? So that's how it's done. Go do it. And Unusual Couple podcast, new ep. I will plug that to the end of time. All right? Weekly episodes. Just do it. Just do it. You won't be disappointed. All right. Hey, Filmstock, what do you think is a TV show with the worst final season? This one answers itself. You guys know. That's all I have to say. I'll give you this and I'll move on because I don't want to get into it. Let me find the note in my head real quick. I'm going to mess this up. Just bear with me. I'm tone deaf. This is nothing new. Here we go. That's all you should need. If that was bad, which I'm not good at humming, I think I am probably medically tone deaf. But I tried. There you go. I tried. I actually tried. If you know that quote, we're getting into some deep cuts now. All right. Meetings are happening right now. So yeah, the strike's ongoing. The negotiations are ongoing right now, which is promising, which calls back to a question we had asked earlier. But yeah, promising stuff. All right, Christine. Oh, I don't know why my mind went to Christineth, like it's the other guys. Christineth. Weird though, because that's Brett Gelman who plays Murray the Bald Eagle Bauman, who says that. That's pretty cool. He's in Stranger Things, and he's in the other guys. Are you going to get the new Stranger Things Funkos when they come out? Keep up the great videos on social media. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Christian. Is that Steve Jobs in your profile picture? Nice. I dig it. I love that movie. But anyway, I would say, yeah, I'm going to get a lot of them. I'm going to try and get the Vecna Glow in the Dark. I think a lot of them are out. I just haven't sought them out yet. The Vecna Glow in the Dark one, high on the priority list. The that's actually the one I want the most. There's also one with the Creel House, like a Pop Town, I think they call it, where you can get Vecna with like his whatever you want to call them. You know, I don't know the canonical term for whatever those are. Tendrils, maybe? I don't know. If that was, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. You can get the Creel House and it's blue and you can get it and it's cool. I also would like to get the Dustin Pop. He's got a the shield. Eddie, of course, will get. I know Cam is watching probably, and she'll want that one, so we'll probably get it. Ideally, all of them. I mean, I don't really care to seek out the Jonathan one, but it is going to be fine. We'll figure it out. I want to get every Stranger Things pop by the end of season 5, and I think that's a very attainable goal because Cam and I were smart. And last summer, right before Stranger Things 4 Volume 1 dropped, we went to this pop store locally, and they had a bunch of them for like cheap. They had like some exclusive ones. We got the Billy and Karen 2-pack for $30. I believe it's over $100 value right now. So we kind of just stocked up ahead of the curve, and we did the same damn thing. We went to Target and got an Eddie Pop or 2, I want to say, before they were like super upsold, but like for regular price. So we outsmarted the system there, and we'll be doing the same with season 5. But yeah, I try and get a Stranger Things pop pretty much any chance I get. The most recent pickup for me was Vecna. It's technically 01 is what it's called, when he's like doing his hand pose. I wish there was blood on that pop, like some splatter of blood. That would make it even more cool. But thank you for the question, Christian. I will be getting a good bit of them. I could talk about pops and Stranger Things pretty much all day. I can make a channel about it. Will I? I won't. But that's why we have these live Q&As, talk about other niche things. All right. The only way for Born Again to be truly awesome is for it to be season 4, bring back the showrunners. Yeah, honestly, I think you're probably right here. Like, for it to be as good, it'd have to be from the same guys, and that's not going to happen. So we just have to accept that. We got to move on. I'm just quoting movies this whole stream, I guess. But anyway, yeah, I would say you're probably right. I'm not really going to argue with you there. Wow. The original DD Born Again crew were going to kill off Carrie and Foggy. Is this true? I'm happy they got scrapped in the project starting. Yeah, I didn't know if I don't know if that's true. I haven't heard that, but if true, it's kind of a bad look, right? We talked about this a lot earlier up front in the stream, but I'm happy they're doing this because it sounded like we were headed in the completely wrong direction that this show needed to go. So good on them, actually. They're finally, after 2 years of us telling them, us the fans who consume this media and make content about it, telling them what they actually need to do, they're finally listening. You can go back to any review or watch party, pretty much from anybody, any review from most people, depending on the person, most people, and they'll say these shows are rushed. They don't need to be 6 episodes. They need to take their time. Why is it a one-off? All these things, it looks like they're trying to resolve. So that's promising. Very promising. By the way, if you guys are in here, do me a favor and hit that like button right now. 43 people in here. Do it. Let's get to 43 likes. And if you're on the replay, help it get to 50. As many likes as possible on the stream helps out more than you know. Super chat. That's the way to go to guarantee. Get right to your question, your comment, your concern. And again, massive way to help support me directly. Anything goes a very, very long way. Moving on. We have a question from JT. What's your favorite Fincher movie? Let me take a sip of water for this. A Stanford MBA named Roy Raymond. I'm just kidding. I was going to quote the entire club scene because I tried to memorize it, and I won't go on the air and do that until I actually fully memorize it. But for about a week, I've attempted to memorize the club scene where it's Justin Timberlake talking to, where it's Sean Parker talking to Mark Zuckerberg in the club. One of my favorite scenes in that movie. But no, it's easily The Social Network. I mean, you got to respect Seven. You got to respect Fight Club. But The Social Network is a top 4 movie for me. And so, of course, that's my favorite. And it's the best script. Because why? It's Aaron Sorkin, who also wrote Moneyball. That's all you really need to know. Okay. Top 5 Cobra Kai scenes go. So I actually have a video with probably my most accurate thoughts. I haven't watched Cobra Kai since January, so it's not as fresh on my mind. But I can tell you some of my favorites off the top of my head. And I won't give you like my outright, but season 5 finale when Danny Boy fights Silver. And earlier today, randomly, this quote just popped in my head. I was walking around and I went, "Man can't stand, can't fight." But yeah, that one, I would say Robbie v. Robbie v. Miguel in season 5. I would say Daniel v. Johnny rematch, like the official one where they tie. And I would also say Hawk versus Robbie, season 4 All Valley, might be the best pound for pound fight in the entire show, without question. Actually, that's probably the most competitive to the end. What are your thoughts on the Terrifier movies? I've never seen them. Fall's the best season. You got football, baseball, playoffs, hockey starting, and fall vibe movies and TV. Yeah, fall undoubtedly is the best season. It's not really up for debate. Did you go on the Jurassic Park roller coaster at Universal? So the Velocicoaster, I've never been on it. I've been to Universal, I think, once since its opening, and I kind of was like, kind of did that thing. I got near it, and I was like, and I kind of quivered with fear. I quiver with fear. Another movie quote. Anyway, I don't know why these quotes are just coming to me left and right today. But anyway, no, I haven't. I'm a coward. I have ridden the Jurassic Park River Adventure. That's delightful. And it's a bigger drop than like Splash Mountain. Like, that's a thrill in and of its own right. You get wet at the end, not crazy, but the animatronics are freaky. If you're afraid of the animatronics, like that T-Rex right before the drop, that thing's a little too close for comfort. And it's awesome. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So Jurassic Park River Adventure, goated. I'll say that. It's goated. Velocicoaster, I've heard is goated. I'll go down there probably. I don't know the next time I'll go down there, but it'll be fun. I'll tell you that much. It'll be a damn fun time. New York Comic Con is this week. Are you going to follow the updates coming out of there? I will, but we usually don't get much for New York Comic Con, at least that I've followed. I think they're doing Percy Jackson stuff, so I'm sure Cam will be covering that. Other than that, I don't know. If it's on Saturday, I probably won't be covering anything. I'll be consumed, as you guys know, by college football. But if there's like a huge announcement for some reason, like a huge announcement I don't know what they would announce. I mean, most of the movies coming out the rest of this year have already gotten their trailers. I think the big thing they might do is a Percy Jackson trailer. We just got a teaser, so I might not even watch that trailer. I don't want to know much else. But anyway, we shall see. Thoughts on A24 saying they want to mainstream movies and big IPs? I don't know. It doesn't seem like their bread and butter. I feel like they could just create their own big franchises, like they've sort of proven to do. Like Talk to Me could be the next big horror franchise. They need to just stick to that, I feel. But I get it though. At the same time, in terms of like a business model, they got to make money, and what's going to make them the most money? Big IPs. It's kind of a ongoing battle. The artist versus money. Anyway, bottom 5 of the year in no order off the top off the dome. I would say Megan 65. What else have I watched that stunk this year? The Flash has regressed. I mean, like, you regressed. It's regressed tremendously for me. So that's probably down there. I don't know what I've watched some stinkers, but the thing about it, if a movie stinks, I just forget about it. Those are the worst. I didn't like Cocaine Bear either. That's probably 4-ish roughly that I think of. So those are off the top of my head. Those are some of the worst ones I've seen this year. That's my opinion. I just dropped the Unusual Couple link in chat. So everyone be sure to click that link, go subscribe. Feel free to drop the link if you're here watching and you're already subscribed, because we have a lot of fun with it. Want to get as many of you guys over there watching the podcast on a weekly basis. We have so much fun with it. And again, we do Loki season 2 episode reviews, spoiler talks over there. So if you want to hear my spoilery thoughts, you can go check that out. Prime Office season 2 through 6. Yeah, that's goated. I'm not going to argue with you. Here's the Unusual Couple podcast link right here on screen. Go subscribe. Do it. Are you liking how Loki season 2 is going? Will you watch the episodes when they go live? I've seen the first 4. The world has only seen the first. I thoroughly enjoy it so far, and I have a full review kind of talking about my thoughts non-spoilery on the first 4 episodes. I will be watching the episodes when they go live. I don't think I will because I've already seen them. I may rewatch them before episode 5, but also I was very alert and very into the episodes when I watched them, so I don't think I need to watch them again. It will have been about a month since I'd seen a Loki season 2 episode until I watch one that comes out new, which will be episode 5, which is the first week in November, I want to say. there's not really a need for me to rewatch them. They're fresh on my mind. They'll show you the recap. I'll be fine. I know exactly. I have a vivid memory of the end of episode 4, and as will you guys when you watch it. That's all I will say. You will also have a vivid memory for a week, and then you'll say, well, Chris, how did you wait a whole month for episode 5? And I'll say, I don't know. It was tough. That's what I'll say, because that's all I can say. Anyway, I want to play a game. I've seen it. I got a review on the channel if you guys want to check it out. What's your go-to theater snack? Popcorn, Reese's Pieces, cherry, icy. Reese's Pieces in the popcorn. Can't go wrong. This is 3 and Out. For those wondering, this is a sports, specifically college football show that I have weekly with my buddies. It's linked in the About tab of the channel. It is also linked, that's where it is, About tab, or right here on screen. Go check it out. Weekly college football talks with myself and 3 of my buds. We have a lot of fun with it, and we're in the middle of college football season. So whenever you guys ask sports questions, football, blah, 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 go check it out. Go show some love. What are movies you were looking forward to watching the rest of the year? Any rewatches? I'm really looking forward to watching Sleepy Hollow because my buddy has put me on, and then my other buddy kind of put me on. And so it's like, oh, everyone just put me on. So I would say, let's see, I'm looking at my watch list. Sleepy Hollow, and it's an older movie, technically. It's a Tim Burton film. That's up there. I want to watch Monster House as well, and I'd be real, I haven't been watching many movies lately. I've been consumed by Teen Wolf. I actually have like a guide of episodes, like a countdown episodes I have to watch per day in order to finish it before the Teen Wolf Con, which is at the end of this month. So I'm grinding that out right now, grinding it out. I'm enjoying it, but it's a grind. Can't lie. So that's the main focus. So I have these movies. I had to trim down my horror movie watch list because of this. I have some spooky season movies I will be checking out, but Teen Wolf needs to be done to me by middle of next week so that I can just enjoy some Halloween movies by the end of the month. Also, it's like October 11th. Halloween's in 20 days. I'll be fine. I didn't see The Exorcist Believer. I know you probably already got something, but Canes, baby. Unusual Couple agrees, and again, everyone go sub if you haven't. All right. Rank these projects in order of excitement: Fantastic Four, Deadpool 3, The Batman 2, Secret Wars, and Superman Legacy. Okay. I'm putting Superman Legacy at the bottom of that list pretty comfortably. Now, I'm still excited for it, but it's like I've never been a diehard Superman guy. So that's comfortably at the bottom. Above that, I will put... Above that, I'm actually going to put Fantastic Four. Really, the cast will make or break my excitement. Either way, I'm going to watch the movie. Either way, I'm excited. But I'll go Fantastic Four above it. Then I'll go Secret Wars because we don't know enough about it yet. Obviously, it's an Avengers movie, but we got Kang Dynasty before that. So I'm not... That'd be like looking ahead to Endgame before Infinity War. Then I'm going to go... I don't know what that noise was. It was a spring on the mic stand. Then I'm going to go... The Batman 2 and Deadpool 3, but those are kind of neck and neck for me. I think the Batman 2 will be the best of those movies, but Deadpool 3 is going to be like an event type movie, you know? So those two are my most anticipated of those. I did. Isn't this crazy how time flies? We are technically in the end game. Literally in the end game. It's bizarre, actually. I'm going to meet David Harbour in November. Where are you meeting him? Very cool. Or is he at a con near you? Very cool. I would love to meet David Harbour. He's on my top 5 to top 10 most want to meet list. He's so cool. I love David Harbour. He's the man. He's the man. Let's see. By the way, if you guys are in there, hit that like button. Helps out more. You know, I know we got 40 people in here. Let's see how many likes the streams. I like to do this as a frame of measure. Let's just see what we're rocking with today. Currently at 37 likes. If you guys are in here, do it. Hit that like button. Alrighty. All right. Trying to find some ones I have not answered recently. Do you feel yourself getting bored of comic movies? To a certain extent, yeah. If they're not doing anything extraordinary to push the to really just be original, then I will be more harsh. I mean, a recent example that's Blue Beetle. A lot of people like that movie. I don't really. It's fine, but the originality was lacking to me. It felt like something I'd seen a million times. Then you've got Guardians 3, which is unique. Guardians 3, it brought me to tears, made me laugh, made me cry. Like it's a beautiful movie, and it doesn't even, I don't think of Guardians 3 as like a comic book movie. So I would say, in a way, I'm tired of maybe bad comic book movies or average comic book movies, but I'm fine with Across the Spider-Verse, Guardians 3, The Batman. So it's a tough topic, really. It's tough to fully, decide, I guess. I've never seen Spirited Away. What? Yeah, I know. I just haven't seen it. What's a better year for movies, 14 or 19? I go 19. You got Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Knives Out, Ford v Ferrari. You had Parasite. You had Joker, Endgame. You had those are some big ones from there. 14, you had Interstellar. You had Whiplash. You had Nightcrawler. I mean, they're both great. And honestly, I made a video and I don't know which one was over the other. I don't. That shows you, like, when I make a top 10, it's in the moment. That's how they always are for everyone. But I'd say 19 slightly edges it out, slightly. All right. Let's see. Everyone go subscribe and use a couple. Here's the link. Do it. All right. Dun, 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 dun. I've played Jedi Fallen Order 3 times, I want to say. I love that game. Have I played Survivor? Not yet. I'm a slacker for that one. I haven't. There's really no rush for me to. I'll get to it. When the time's right, I'll get to it. It might be a January thing, honestly. Oops, just knocked something over. But January seems to be like the ultimate sort of video game month for me. I played like 2 whole video games, long video games in January. It was Last of Us 1 and 2. Okay. Have I ever thought about watching Evil Dead? I don't know if it would be for me in terms of the gore being so extreme and the demonic possession aspect. I mean, like, I could handle it probably, but I don't think I would really enjoy the movies. Does that make sense? I don't think I would really get a kick out of them. So that's why I've stayed away from them for as long as I have. I've never seen the movie Seabiscuit, but I do know that's Tobey Maguire. And it's like a horse race movie, right? Right. Let's see. I know I'm a noob, but how many Loki season 2 episodes are there? 6. 6 episodes. Just like season 1. 6 and 6 makes 12. I'm still in traffic. Damn. Brutal out there. That sounds horrible, actually. My condolences, my friend. Are you still going to do the horror movie hot takes video? I still remember. Yeah, I think I will, actually. Yeah, I think I will. I just got to figure out when in the calendar. So that'll probably be in a week or 2 because I want to sort of save up more horror videos for the back half of the month. I don't want to prematurely blow through all of them and be like, well, damn, I don't have any horror ideas. And now it's like actually the week of Halloween. So I'll kind of save it for the end of spooky season. But yeah, it'll probably be near the end, like in the 20s, if that makes sense. In the 20s, we'll say. I'm actually going to write that down right now. Yeah. Yes, sir. Okay. We got a super chat from Film Stocked Fan. Well, hello there. And thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Thank you. That helps out more than you know. Keep Watch Burn, No Time to Die, John Wick Chapter 4, and Logan. And then Family Guy, South Park, and Simpsons. So we got 2 in 1. A little 2 for action. Cheers with some water. Ice cold water. You cannot beat it. It is the best beverage in the world. Keep Watch Burn, John Wick 4, Logan, No Time to Die. Of those 4, I got to say sayonara to No Time to Die because the other 2 movies are just significantly better to me. I will then keep I think I got it. They're I know what you did there. I just connected the dots. Holy shit. That's actually a really smart. You've actually got me. I just got to chill. Really smart Keep Watch Burn. I won't say why, but it took me a second to be like, why are these movies categorized together. What's going on here? But then, light bulb moment. A lot of you guys probably know what I'm talking about. Don't say it. Don't be that guy. Even though most people should have seen all these movies, I'm gonna say I'll burn No Time to Die. It's one of the weaker Craig Bonds to me. It's probably like the middle one of the 5, actually. Then that's tough. That's tough. I'm gonna say I'll watch John Wick 4. Keep Logan. And then for the others, this is funny because I've seen maybe a handful of episodes from Family Guy, and like I've seen a lot of out of context clips that are really funny from Family Guy. Same can be said for South Park, and then Simpsons is like the one I know the least. I would probably, I mean, I've never even watched these shows technically, but I'll answer it anyway. Based on what I've seen, Family Guy will be kept. It's got some hilarious parodies and just out of pocket one-liners that are funny. Then I would have to watch The Simpsons because I'm more curious about it. And then I guess burn South Park, even though South Park, the dudes are hilarious. And like I see some behind the scenes stuff that's just super funny. Like of them in the voice booth. So I would say that, but take that with a grain of salt because I've never actually ventured into a lot of those shows. But thank you guys for the super chats. They're killing it with support tonight. Got 51 people in here. Hit that like button. And again, keep the super chats coming. It's a way to guarantee I get right to your question. And it's a huge way to help support the channel. Let's see. And again, no spamming, please. So it's a good way to guarantee I'll never answer your question. So, all right, here we go. What do you think Christopher Nolan's next film will be? A lot of people are saying he should do a Bond film. This is a hot topic on these streams. Usually every stream I'd say since Oppenheimer, people have referenced this, and I've gone on my spiels about it, talking about how ideal it would be, how perfect it would be for him to direct Bond. I want to say that's what it is. And I wish I could sit here and think of a more original answer, but I think they're going to do it. I think that he knows, and it's been a while since he's been tied to a franchise. He did the Dark Knight trilogy. He revolutionized comic book genre filmmaking. It's time for him to come in and say, hey, hold my beer, everybody, because I'm about to kick your ass in the best possible way with a Bond trilogy. We've seen Tenet, right? Look, love or hate the plot of Tenet, love or hate the movie, you cannot deny the impressive action that movie provides, especially the highway scene. Imagine that in a Bond film. I just chills. And if Pattinson's, oh my God, if Pattinson played Bond too, I would love that. Man, I would love that. So yeah, that's what I hope. Great question, by the way. I'll always love to talk about that if I can. He'll be at Motor City in Michigan. Oh, nice. Well, I won't be. That's a damn shame. Man, that's cool. That's really cool. I'm assuming that's a con of sorts, and we're talking about David Harbour for those wondering. But I would love to meet him. Like he's high on my celebrity meet wish list. What is your favorite movie from the 2020s so far? Oppenheimer. I love that movie, and it's like, a lot of times there's these movies that are hyped up when they come out, and people kind of fall off with them, but that's not been the case for me. It's been months now. I love Oppenheimer. It's like I'm legitimately like I don't really buy physical media as much as I used to. That's no secret. We'll be buying that day one. We'll be watching it day one probably as well, if I get the opportunity to. Schedule pending. That's a movie I'll watch again by the end of the year. Love that movie. God, I love it. And Guardians 3 is up there too. But now I got to think about it. Top Gun Maverick and the Batman are up there. Tick Tick Boom. Tick Tick Boom is up there. And then, of course, Spider-Man No Way Home. That was 21, right? Yeah. Wow. Anyway, got another super chat from Filmstock fan. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. What are the top 5 scariest Conjuring scenes featuring the Annabelle doll? Considering I haven't seen any of the Annabelle movies, I have a limited selection because I have not seen those films. Sorry, I just got a disgusting film notification about the Taylor Swift tour. Taylor Swift the Eras tour. I guess they're doing some early screenings tomorrow. For those wondering, if you didn't get your tickets, they might have just added some. I have no clue. Anyway, top 5 scariest Conjuring scenes featuring the Annabelle doll. Not gonna lie, was never really scared by the doll. The Nun was far more terrifying to me in The Conjuring 2. So I can't I can't even really pinpoint a scene involving Annabelle. I've only seen the Conjuring films once, so that could definitely factor into that. But I mean, the Annabelle doll was an afterthought to me most of the time when I was watching those movies. So I can't. I really want to answer. You know, I feel like I have to look something up just to give you an answer. Annabelle scene, the Conjuring one. I literally just want to find something to like kind of give you. Nope, I'm really drawing a blank right now. So that's unfortunate. That I mean, just seeing that doll in the damn glass case is scary enough. And isn't there a moment where it's like not there anymore too? I think that's right. That's just creepy. Like being in the presence of that doll is enough to freak me out. And then I believe at one point, either in one or two, we see the what is it? We see like the doll from I want to say like in Back in Time, and like there's someone like rocking in a rocking chair with it. If my memory serves me correctly, it could be wrong. Trust me, I've been watching a lot of movies since then. But that doll, that the aura of that doll is just creepy. You don't want to be near that damn thing, you know. That thing needs to be lit on fire. I haven't seen the Annabelle films. I'll watch them one day. Today is not that day. I've just been quoting everything today, haven't I? But just looking at that thing gives me the heebie-jeebies in a way. But it doesn't hold a candle to the Nun. Does that make sense? Nun in Conjuring 2, the scene where it's like the shadow, way more terrifying. By the way, if you hear any gargling, that's my stomach rumbling. My stomach tends to rumble on live streams. I get hungry. Okay. Where was I? My nose is starting to itch. Everything. All right, where are we at? Top 100 movies of all time, go. All right, guys, you ready? Oh, man, awesome. It's funny because people would actually ask me that and expect me to have that off the top of my head. I do not know. Sam, I am. Okay, where was I? We watched Godzilla -1. Is this the show with Kurt and Wyatt Russell? I'm actually gonna have to look that up real quick. Let me check. Godzilla. Does it come out this year? Godzilla -1? No, that is something completely different, isn't it? Yeah, not what I was thinking. But isn't they're doing so much with Godzilla? Aren't they doing a Godzilla thing with Swore they were doing a Godzilla thing with Kurt Russell. Let me actually look this up. I gotta look it up now. Give me a second. Godzilla actor up. It's called The Monarch Legacy of Monsters. How is anyone supposed to know that is in the? I don't know. I have no clue what they're thinking of that, but whatever. Weird and bizarre that's happening, but anyway. All right. I won't probably watch it then. I'm not a huge Godzilla guy. I'm really not. That's just me though. Okay. Let's see. What's your favorite movie that most people watch? What's your favorite movie that most people don't talk about that much? Remember the Titans. No one really talks about it unless it's like in real life and it's like my buddies because we all grew up watching that movie. But like I don't really hear many. That's like I'm probably one of the few people who has that high on their all-time favorite list. So I'd say Remember the Titans are like national treasure. Do I like Fear Street? I've never seen it, but it's on my watch list for this month. Hopefully I get to it. I really hope to. I was trying to do it last year. I got to. Rank these jokers. Ooh, I like the question already. Jared Leto, Mark Hamill, and Joaquin Phoenix. Comfortably in first for me is Joaquin, then Mark Hamill, then Jared Leto. Mark Hamill obviously voices the Joker. And he does a wonderful job. He does it in the Arkham games, and I believe some of the animated stuff too. Like I think he might do it in Mask of the Phantasm. I could be wrong there, but he's iconic as hell and owns that role. But Joaquin, number one. Mark Hamill, and then Jared Leto. Jared Leto by far the worst. Now, there was promise. I won't lie. There was promise at the Snyder Cut post-credit scene, one of the 50 post-credit scenes of that movie that set up like that nightmare universe, but we're never going to see that. But that was promising for sure. We got another super chat from Filmstock fan. Really do appreciate it. You're killing with support. Thank you. Top 5 main character death movies. So you're asking top 5 main character deaths in movies? Is that what you're asking? That's how I'm going to answer it. I'll wait for clarification in the chat. But if that's how I'm answering it, Iron Man, I mean, it was perfect. Sacrificed himself, made the sacrifice play, and saved the world, saved the universe. So I'd say Iron Man. I would say, I don't want to spoil a lot of things, but so I'll pick really ones that you guys should probably know. In Gladiator, Maximus. It's very beautiful how he is at peace. He's with his family. Those are 2. I want to say a movie that came out this year, but I don't want to spoil it because it's a little too recently. But the Baba Yaga. That's all I'm going to say. Just because that's a little less on the nose, but it's still pretty obvious. Let's see. That's 3. Need 2 more. 2 more main character deaths in movies. Top 5. I mean, I don't enjoy watching characters die. All right, let's see. Look, I know I'm going to have to get rid of the main character thing. I did 3 mains, so now I'm going to go 2 like co-main characters. We'll go to the Harry Potter world. The death of Dumbledore, tragic. And then the death of Sirius Black, tragedy. All those are tragic. So I'd say all those probably. Good question. Good super chat. Appreciate it. Thank you. How do I feel about Little Caesars? Pizza. You get. At one point in time, they had like an $8 deep dish that was fire, and that was in like high school. I would eat. I don't know if they still have it around, but that was gas. Dare I say? Yeah. Little Caesars. It's. I don't go there often anymore, but for if you, it's good. It's good. It's fast. It's cheap. You can't really complain. Sup, dude? How you doing, Cobra Kai Hawk? What's good? Been a minute. Hope you're doing well. Yes, I've seen this. It's hilarious. This is another. See, like I've seen probably dozens and dozens of these out of context Family Guy scenes where it's just a clip from an episode, and this is the one where like Peter's in the theater, right, and he sees like and the production company logos, and he keeps thinking it's the movie starting. Hilarious. I also saw one that was like Home Alone if the burglars were competent or something, and that one was funny as hell. Like a lot of the movie parodying they do is the best. So that's why I would say of those 3 earlier on, I'm referring to an earlier question on the stream for those wondering what the hell's he talking about. Just rewind the stream a little bit, but that's what I'm referring to there. All right. Do you think Stranger Things 5 will come out in 26 or 27? I feel like it'd be 2026, but I saw somewhere it'd be 27. I mean, look, if they start filming in December or January of this year, and that takes us into the back half of 2024, and then they do post-production for damn near a whole year, it could be end of 25, early 26. I'm kind of like, I don't think 27, I think 27 will be insane at this point. I think we're getting it before 2027. Hopefully, and I pray we get it before 2027. Hopefully you enjoy The Creator. My favorite 2021 movie, two-way tied, 2 Andrew Garfield movies, No Way Home and Tick, Tick, Boom. This is the life, ba-boom, ba-boom, boom. What do you like more, The Batman or No Way Home? I think I like, if I had given the option, hey, what movie do you want to watch tonight? I'm probably going to pick No Way Home. But I think The Batman's a better movie. And I know that's might be hard to explain, but not really. That's how I feel. What is the most rewatchable movie franchise? I think it might be Harry Potter. I think it might be Harry Potter, the 8 films, super rewatchable. Or the Star Wars original trilogy and prequels. Because that was the series for years. We have to remember that before the sequels and all that. All right. Where are we at? Where are we going in this stream? Let's find some questions. Would you rather be stuck in a room with Transformers fans or Snyder fans? Man. Like the worst of the worst? Like the cultists of both? I think I'd rather be stuck in a room with, like, for how long? That's the real question. I would say, look, if I had to endure, one of these fan bases, I think it might be easier to endure the Transformers fan base, just because they probably are a little more delusional. A lot of them are probably younger and they just don't know. But the Snyder cultists, they're full on adults. They're probably scary. So I think I'd rather be stuck in a room with Transformers fans. The Snyder cultists probably trying to lead some sort of uprising against the government or something. So I'll stay away from them. I'll stay away from them comfortably. Another super chat from Filmstock fan. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. My name is Kyle or Kale. I don't want to mispronounce it. What are the first 5 R movies you watched? In my life, I used to have a running thing of this. I'm not kidding. This movie called Glory with Matthew Broderick and Morgan Freeman. Lone Survivor was one of them, I want to say. American Sniper was one of them, I want to say. I think I watched... I want to say I watched Braveheart pretty young, and then I want to say I also watched Gladiator pretty young. Those are the ones that come to mind for me, and those could be off, but those are the first ones that come to mind to me. But great question. Great question. Who would be your favorite clone from the Star Wars universe? Captain Rex. I love Captain Rex, especially in the Clone Wars show. I mean, that's where he get him in the Clone Wars show and the movie, but I'd say Rex. I used to be like a big Cody fan, but Rex is the man. Of the Bad Batch though, I like Wrecker. Wrecker's funny. Who's one director you simply can't get mad at because they're genuinely a really nice person? Mighty Sam Raimi. I feel like I don't really know. I don't know. I feel like Spielberg is a nice dude, honestly. I don't know if I could get mad at Steven Spielberg. He's just such a sweet dude from what I've seen. But again, I don't know any of them personally. Just basing this off vibes. Spielberg seems like the man. He seems like the man. What's good? Mads edits. Do I think FNAF movie will be scary or an action thriller? I think it'll be more on the light action thriller sort of side. I don't think it's going to be horrific or anything like super terrifying. So I'd be comfortable saying that. It'll be more on the lighter horror side than the dark horror side. All right. Kane's line is 10 miles. Ooh. Brutal. Yet again, that's just awful. I guess you have to... It's Kale? Okay, cool. That's how you pronounce your name. I guess you'll have to get some Chick-fil-A then. Or just stick it out. Okay. Why not? Tonight, why not? There's another quote for you guys. I don't know how many I've even had today. I've had a lot. A lot of quotes. Would you rather be stuck in a room with Marvel fans or Star Wars fans? I'm a fan of both. So I am technically one of them. But if you're referring to like the worst of the worst, I don't know. I think I would actually enjoy talking about Star Wars more with people than Marvel, like in a room. Like even the most toxic part, like I would love to just discuss that more than Marvel. I think I'd be a little more passionate about it. So I would say probably Star Wars. I'd rather be stuck in a room with Star Wars fans. Crazy? Is that crazy? Let me know. It might be. Probably is. All right. Do you think we could have a Gremlins film in the Top Gun Maverick style as a legacy sequel? I've never seen the Gremlins movies, but if the fan base is there for any IP and then they do a legacy sequel with care, much like Cobra Kai does, then I do believe that then it could be a success. That's the most important thing with a legacy sequel, is paying respect to the original characters and the original story, but also introducing new characters to appeal to a new generation. That's the most important thing, and I think that if they do that, you can be successful with pretty much any legacy sequel. That's why I like Ghostbusters Afterlife. I felt like it did that. At least that's how I feel. What's the best Cobra Kai season? I love season 5, honestly. I mean, they're all good seasons, but season 5 is my favorite. I think FNAF was confirmed to be like an hour 45, right? I know there were rumors of it being 3, but I think it's about an hour 45 from what they're saying. But by the way, we'll go for about 5 more minutes, end around the hour mark. So get your last minute questions, comments, concerns in. Super chat's the way to go to guarantee I get right to your question, your comment, your concern. If there's something you're dying to ask me, if there's a hot take, super chat it in. It'll pop up. I'll answer it right away. It's also just a huge way to help support me, and anything goes a very, very long way. And if you guys are on the replay, hit that like button as well. But again, I'll take a few more questions here. Let's see how many likes the stream is currently at. We are currently at... Cue the Jeopardy music. No, the stream is currently at 50 likes on the dot. How about that? So yeah, if you guys are here on the replay, help boost that up as well. I know a lot of you guys are asleep right now because of the time zones, but let me know. Let me know. Oppenheimer's trash. No one doesn't touch Snyder. Facts, honestly. Rebel Moon's going to win Best Picture. All right. Who would win, Marvel or Star Wars universe in a fight? Is this a hot take? But it might be. But I think that I think the Star Wars universe would beat the Marvel universe in a fight. And the reason being is you have to think of how powerful the Force as an entity really is. I think that that will do damage. I mean, if the Death Star's around, you could blow up a few planets in the Marvel universe. Obviously, you'd have to take care of Captain Marvel, Thor, and all those things. But I really do believe that when you put together, Night Sisters, those are essentially as powerful, if not more powerful, than Wanda Maximoff. And you put together the Sith and the Bounty Hunters and the Jedi. I do just feel like the powers of the Force and the dark powers of the Sith and all of that, it's like multiple Wandas. And I think the most powerful from the MCU is what I'm referring to. Like Wanda, many claim to be the most powerful being. Like, I just feel like with the Force, you can... It's a cheat code almost. That's how I feel. It's a cheat code. So I would take Star Wars. I'd have to think more on it, but it's a really good question. Right now, my answer is Star Wars. Someone could try and convince me otherwise, though. DJ Cup. I love the profile picture. Big cat guy over here. Do you have any tips on how to rate or review a movie the best? Honesty. Honesty is the best. I think that you... just being honest with yourself, and it can be hard sometimes if you feel like everyone else is loving a movie, but you don't feel that way. Just be honest, and that's my best advice. Don't feel like you have to say something just because everyone else is saying it. That's my advice. That's the best way to rate or review a movie. Go with your gut feeling. We all have that gut feeling, right? Go with that. That's my honest review, or my honest review of how to review. Favorite Stranger Things place from each season besides the Upside Down? Oh, good question right there. I like it a lot. Okay, so I'm thinking locations. Season 2, I'll start with season 4. Family Video. Season 3, the mall. Starcourt, obviously. Season 2, I'll go the arcade. Season 1, I will go... Season 1 location. They're not really chilling anywhere, really. I mean, Steve's house is somewhere. Season 1 location. Season 1 location, I will go with... I'll just go with the Buyer, or excuse me, I'll just go with the Wheeler House. I feel like that's the hangout spot. The Wheeler House. They got a cool setup. It reminds me of hanging out with my friends in the basement growing up. Okay. All right. Let's keep it going for a few more minutes. Sam's one of the most overrated characters, and that's a lie, I think. Just because she's not highly rated by a lot of people, As my boy, Jacob, just said. She isn't highly rated to begin with. Justice for Sam. I agree. Justice for Sam. Top tier Cobra Kai character. Love her. She's awesome. Obviously, he's wrong. Not every SEC team should be ranked. Obviously. Let's see. It's my B-Day. Well, happy birthday, Filmstock fan. I hope you have a great B-Day. Stranger Things or Last of Us universe in a fight. Give me Stranger Things pretty easily. The clickers are kind of lame, and it's just a bunch of our world with clickers. I'm taking Stranger Things pretty easily, if you ask me. Hot take: Ratatouille is the best movie of all time. I mean, is it even a hot take? It's a fantastic movie. One of the best Pixar films. Top 2. 1A, 1B scenario. But yeah, I mean, I'm not even going to argue with that. I love Ratatouille. I love it. I love it. I don't care who knows. Okay. I'm in love, and I don't care who knows. Let's see. We'll answer like two more. Two more. Is Robbie overrated or underrated? He's properly rated. I think he's properly rated. Yeah. Outside Scream, Saw, and Psycho, what's your favorite horror movie? Good question. Good question. I would have to go with, man, off the top of my head. I mean, The Conjuring's up there, guys. The Conjuring's climbed up there for favorite horror movie. Shoot. I liked The Thing. I mean, I don't rewatch a ton of horror now that I think about it. I'd have to go do a deep dive on Letterboxd, but those are always my go-to answers. I like The Conjuring a lot right now, but I don't want to rewatch that movie much. But I think it's probably one of my favorites I've seen recently. So I'll say that. I'll say The Conjuring. Sounds about right. I'm a big Stancy guy, so give me Steve and Nancy all day. Stancy supremacy. Stancy all day. But yeah, I think that's a good one to end on. Big Stancy guy. So that'll do it for this live Q&A here on the Film Stock channel on this Wednesday evening. If you guys are here right now, do me a favor and hit that like button. If you're here on the replay, hit that like button. It helps out more than you know. If you guys were here and you commented a question, if you hit the like button, if you send a super chat, any of that means more than you know, and it helps me do what I do here on YouTube. So thank you guys so much, as always, for tuning in and hanging out. This is a fun time. Stay tuned for more content coming very soon throughout the rest of this week. And that'll do it. Another live Q&A in the books. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.